I haven't done any Demon Souls streams for two reasons. First of all, playing through 1-1 every time got so tedious that I just didn't want to do runs on it. So I have a character from every single class played up through 1-1. And then the other reason that I've never done a Demon Souls stream is that getting upgrade materials is horribly tedious. But I figured out a really easy dupe glitch, which I will actually demonstrate right now because I want to upgrade my weapon just to make getting the pickaxe a little bit easier. The dupe glitch is literally just parry, action button, pause, and then open the inventory. You have a ton of time to do it. You see the forfeit all souls and return message there, and then you see the inventory screen in the back. Then you would just press start again, talk to Thomas, and then whatever you want to dupe. So in this case, I'm going to need Sharpstone for the pickaxe and for the weapon that I'm currently using. You just deposit and then mash back out and make sure you tap circle outside of the dialogue before you get teleported away. I'm going to upgrade the falchion a little bit. The pickaxe is just in 2-1, so we can get it immediately. I don't know if it's because of the remake specifically, or if it's just Fextra, but Fextra said that this Titanite lizard drops a large hardstone shard. Come on. When in fact, it drops a large sharpstone shard, which is... Okay, well, it did last time. The pickaxe is, like, right up here. Yeah, probably Fextra being Fextra. Yeah, there's a static sharpstone chunk in here. I know that for sure. But I don't know about a large sharpstone shard. Yeah, Demon Souls is really good. It's very... Oh yeah, the clearstone is also good. It might be a good idea to go for a quality pickaxe. Demon Souls is really, really good. It's like... The best way I could describe it is Dark Souls 1 gameplay. In Dark Souls 2 levels. The gameplay is different from Dark Souls 1. Like, you don't have jumping, you don't have plunge attacks. It feels like a less refined Dark Souls 1, but in a lot of ways, that makes it feel really good in different ways. Yeah, the pickaxe is literally just right here, so we can get that up to +3 super quickly. The problem with going quality immediately is that... Actually, I think we can get large shards, large clearstone shards from 2-2, right? I don't know. I don't remember. It does feel a lot more RPG-esque, which also invites Dark Souls 2 comparisons, right? Because Dark Souls 2 also feels, pardon me, Jesus, also feels very RPG-esque as opposed to Dark Souls 1 and 3. Let's see. So upgrade the pickaxe to... I believe it does piercing damage, which would make sense. But I don't know. Is quality pickaxe worth it? Because right now, obviously, the scaling is worse. But it has good dexterity scaling. And the base damage isn't that much lower. It's only 20, which isn't that big of a deal. I don't even know if I have the stats for the pickaxe. What is it? Okay, yeah, I can two-hand it. 13 strength, 12 dex, and scales primarily off of dex until quality. Everything about this game aesthetically, I think, is incredible. But I do think the original version of this game looks incredible. Oops. Just having a snack after using all my souls. Before going into Strangle. I don't know what soft caps are in this game. I'm gonna assume they're Dark Souls 1 soft caps. I think I should go quality. What's the scaling like right now? Yeah, I mean, even with it not upgraded all the way, it's gonna be better scaling, right? And I don't even have good stats yet, so... Oh, okay, I need chunks anyway, which we can get from 2-2, so... 2-2 is our next goal, I guess. Calamite? I think Calamite and Seath were both in the first Kingsfield, right? Or was it Kingsfield 2? Is it a diamond pickaxe? No, I think it's a... I don't know, in this game, in the UI, it looks iron, but because of the lighting, it also kind of looks copper. I think it's iron. I think it's supposed to be an iron pickaxe. So unfortunately, we don't have a diamond pickaxe, and I don't know where magic weapon is. What's the crit damage like, actually? Is it... Can I see crit modifier here? I don't think I can. I also don't know this game very well at all, so I don't know how long this is going to take. I have a strong feeling, oops, it's going to either take an hour longer or an hour less than my Dark Souls 1 streams. So we'll see. Yeah, I couldn't personally recommend the Kingsfield series. If you are going into it because you like Souls, that is probably the worst reason to get into Kingsfield, because it's aggressively not like Souls. I can't see anything. But yeah, it's very... I don't know. It's almost exclusively RPG, technically ARPG, but I mean, not really, right? If I had to describe the combat, I would put it very close to like Morrowind. Where's the lever? I don't even remember. I think it's down here. Oh, it's up, isn't it? I have to go across and drop down there. I mean, it's not even like the aesthetics that bother me about, or not bother me, but that make Kingsfield feel so different from Souls. Like, going from Kingsfield to Demon Souls, the mechanics are vaguely similar, but the way you engage with them feels intensely different. Oops. Okay. Evidently, I don't know Demon Souls nearly as well as Dark Souls. I don't know. It's hard to say that you should play it if you like Souls games. I only want to dupe upgrade materials because upgrade materials are very hard to come by in this game, and I don't want to farm for them. So I don't want to dupe souls. I don't want to dupe grass. I don't want to dupe anything other than upgrade materials, really. Yeah, Iron Pineapple made a video on wasn't it all the Kingsfield games in one game or in one video rather? It did make me want to try the Kingsfield games, but when I did, I just didn't really enjoy playing them personally. I don't know if I should be running past enemies. I know that's relatively detrimental in this game compared to some others, but I feel like in this instance it should be okay. There's a crystal lizard here. Spider stone. Whoa. I think streaming a game that I don't know anything about is going to be an interesting experience, because obviously I've done a couple Demon Souls streams, but that was a very slow, like, looking everywhere playthrough. This is kind of the opposite. I know where most of the stuff that I want is, and I'm just trying to get there as quickly as possible. So we'll see how this ends up. Hopefully it's an enjoyable watch. Me attempting to play Demon Souls like I played Dark Souls 1, despite not knowing it nearly as well. This moveset is good for dogs. Is that counter or instability damage? Maybe counter damage. I don't know any of the mechanics in this game. I'm pretty sure the pickaxe has like sweet spot damage because it's a hammer class weapon. But I don't know how like beneficial the Master's Ring would be, because I don't know how easy that sweet spot is, or even if there is actually a sweet spot. The Demon Souls wikis and forums are really not good for information, especially compared to the other Souls games. It's very unfortunate. Like, trying to play Demon Souls when you don't know anything about it and trying to like look stuff up is one of the least fun experiences you can have trying to play a Souls game. Even if there is sweet spot damage, I don't know how the sweet spot is calculated. I assume it's like Dark Souls 1, right? It's time-based rather than actually hitbox position-based, like Dark Souls 2. Dark Souls 2 info. Yeah, I mean, Dark Souls 2 and Demon Souls have a lot in common in that way, right? They're less popular than the other games, and for that reason, the information online is just kind of lesser in a lot of ways, which is really unfortunate. And like they also have a lot in common in terms of like level design, right? And enemy layout, especially. If you try to run past enemies, you're gonna get obliterated in both of them. Feels like playing Dark Souls 1 for the first time again. I would highly recommend playing Demon Souls if you haven't played it, especially if you specifically like Dark Souls 1. I'm gonna heal. Obviously, going into it blind is the best possible experience, like with any Souls game, but... What the... I didn't know it could use that at this closer range. Swipe again? Whoa. Okay, slam. Cool. And then... Smack. Easy. Is it always 2 swipes and then slam? Wow, it is. I didn't know that. Okay, yeah, the 85 is non-sweet spot damage. Oh, wait, run! Oh, that's a lot shorter range than I thought it was. I actually don't know. Never mind. What? Oh, I'm webbed. I was wondering why my dodge wasn't working. Wow. Very easy armored spider. Obviously, I'm a little bit over-leveled in terms of weapon level, but I believe this one has at least a chance of dropping a clear stone chunk. Crystal lizards are so much harder to collect in this game. Chunk of clear stone, hell yeah. Thomas, I need you to work your magic again. Oh, wait, what? You can do that in the time with a block animation? Okay, so the deal with the dupe glitch is you use the Nexio binding, and within the time that the parry animation is going, you have time to pull up the menu, right? But because I accidentally pressed block instead of parry, the time that my character moved the shield back down to their hip was enough time to get to actually open the menu before it was used. Yeah, the crystal lizards are very sassy, especially with their like dancing animation. I love their teleport animation in this game. It's so much better than the one in Dark Souls 1, as much as I hate to say it. I don't know the best way down from here, to be honest. I don't know like what the thresholds for fall damage are. Like, is this a good fall to take? Okay. Favorite Soulsborne blacksmith? That's a hard question. I mean, Lenegrast is up there. But like, Andre is an easy choice. And just for that, I think I have to say it's not Andre. Is there a platform there? There is. I need to remember, oh my goodness, how to actually get to the boss. I think it's this way. Yeah, I mean, there is a reason that Andre is the easy choice, but also it's like, that's also bias for me. I've played Dark Souls 1 too much for it to be Andre. I don't know. That said, my favorite Firekeeper is Shanalat, followed very closely by Anastasia. I really love Anastasia. I don't know why. I could not give you a reason. Oh my goodness. I do not know Flamelurker's moveset at all, by the way. That's good damage, though. A lot better damage than I had with the last time I did this, or did this game on stream. I think last time the Flamelurker fight was like 5 minutes or something stupid like that. Very, very long Flamelurker fight last time I streamed. But I also didn't use glitches to upgrade my weapon. And I did Flamelurker relatively early and didn't use magic. Oh my god. The slap. The jumping into you dealing damage is not ideal, huh? Okay, yeah, that sweet spot damage is significant. Is that 100 damage with the sticky white stuff? I forgot that buffs actually modify your crit damage. Or, I mean, your sweet spot damage. I'm gonna be a little bit cautious here. Try not to die. Flamelurker is probably the hardest boss in the game. Only potential exception being like Maneaters. And even then, I don't think Maneaters are that bad, especially because of your likely upgrade level at that point. He does jump around a lot, which gives a lot of opportunities for like free heals and whatever. Oh my goodness. I think I've healed more in this fight than any Scream fight I've ever done in Dark Souls 1. I don't think that's strictly true, but it's close. The boss is way too bright. Yeah, it does kind of have the Prepare to Die edition issue, doesn't it? I feel like Anastasia specifically is hard to like because there's not much about her. I don't know. I think it's just like she's very easy to be empathetic with, right? Especially from someone who has like religious trauma in a lot of ways. That's probably it. Look, the hard demon soul was made for sticky white stuff, right? What is it? Red means he's about to split me in half with his fist. Wow, that is not the way I should have said that. Split you in half? Oh my. That's not... I didn't mean to say it like that. It just kind of happened. I have no idea how to fight this boss. Okay. If you couldn't tell. I hope that would be kind of obvious. Okay, I think I'm good. This music reminds me of the Forsaken Fortress from Wind Waker, which is oddly fitting. Oh my goodness. Wait, come back. Wait, come back. There we go. Chunk of clearstone. No, that's not what I want. I need the pure clearstone. Wait, where do you get the pure clearstone then? I guess we'll have to free Astraea, right? Oh, the Master's Ring is up here too. I do want to use that. I think I have Cling Ring on, which is obviously not super useful given that I'm not in soul form. And then also Deep Ring, just because it's the only other one you get in 1-1. I'll just put that on there. What the? Why are you doing that? Okay. We can actually go through 1-1 and get the pure clearstone right now. Or 1-2 rather. Okay, I'm gonna go down under the bridge because it's faster and easier. And then I learned that oh my goodness. These archers actually do a weirdly high amount of damage, especially if they all hit you. Whoa. Oh. Crucial. Parrying is weirdly easy in this game, but it's also like way later than it seems like it should be. Oh, Jesus. And the attack animations are weirdly long sometimes. Alright, Tower Knight shouldn't be too bad with a +4 quality weapon. Oh, I need to go save Astraea. I don't know if I need to save Astraea before. Oh. Before beating Tower Knight, but I'm sure it's fine. I know there is at least one other pure Clearstone. Ouchie. That was rude. Yeah, the pickaxe is insanely fast in this game, especially compared to Dark Souls 1. Wow, that Master's Ring is really putting in work. The DPS you can get in this game is insane. Like the starting weapon for golems are so different. The starting weapon for the Wanderer, or no, for the Hunter class, the Battle Axe is one of the best weapons in the game. And with the sweet spot on top of Master's Ring, Clever Rat's Ring, which is this game's RTSR, and then First Blade, which is like the closest you can get to power within in this game, with the Morion Blade, which is a soul weapon that you get from the Storm King's soul, which is another RTSR effect, which you can stack with the Clever Rat's Ring, which I think ends up going to like 140% extra damage or whatever on top of the 50% from Curse Blade. You can get stupid amounts of DPS, like shredding the final boss in 4 hits kind of DPS. And then you do that with the Killage instead with like good scaling. It's absolutely busted. The DPS in this game is actually dumb. Hey, Astraea. The music in this game is so good. I love using this game's music for videos because it's so fitting. And now I can actually justify that because I'm doing Demon Souls. Where's the Archstone shop? Miracle spell slots are different from sorcery spell slots? I actually didn't know that. I thought intelligence determined all spell slots. Okay, I don't even remember how I get through this level. Or where Astraea is. I believe Astraea's on the other side of this gate somewhere. I like the original's art style more than the remake. As much as I don't like not having the Sodden Ring or, you know, not having information on the wiki that's accurate at all. I just like the original more. And again, it's easier, so for convenience sake, at least. Yeah, the music in the original is so good. It's so good. Flamelurker, Tower Knight. The way they changed the Flamelurker's music and the Flamelurker's design in the remake is a sin. Yeah, I love using that when like going into the Dark Souls 1 DLC, the Tower Knight, because it's so over the top and intense. It's so good. Oop. Yeah, Demon Souls is a lot more yellow than Dark Souls. Dark Souls is more... I don't even remember. Ugh, Red Eye Knight. That thing's probably going to one-shot me. Yeah, the color palette and lighting is very strongly tinted in this one, which like it is in Dark Souls 3 as well. Oh, it doesn't even come close to one-shotting me. What? I thought it would do way more damage. But like Dark Souls 3 is gray, which like works for the vibe that it's going for, but is also really boring in terms of like visual design, as opposed to Demon Souls, which is a very, very strong yellow, which has a completely different vibe, right? The enemies give you a lot of time to heal in this game, which I guess makes sense, because grass is not the fastest healing possible in the series. They just de-aggroed. You know, I was always under the impression that running past enemies in this game was always a bad idea, but when they just kind of sit there when you're 2 feet away, maybe it's not that big of a deal. I bought a PS5 just to play Demon Souls, and I mean, with the money that I had at the time, that was very worth it. Honestly, I would, if you have a decent PC already or are ever planning on getting one, I would recommend just emulating both Demon Souls and, oh my god, Bloodborne. It's like not unreasonable to do that. I don't know what the healing on the Late Moon Grass is. Okay. Yeah. Oh my god. I am evidently not good at this game. Backstab chaining is very different in Demon Souls as well, if you haven't played it. You have to backstab and then hit them to make them stand up and then reposition to backstab properly. You can't just walk behind them like you can in Dark Souls 1, which makes it difficult at times, especially when you don't know what you're doing, but it is very powerful in this game, just like the others. Hold on, Astraea. Jesus. Yeah. Wait, oh my god, it's 3! Oh, two red eye. I thought it was 3 red eye and I was about to get obliterated. I mean, still not great, but for my health, but not as bad. No. Astraea. I'll be coming for your pure clear stone in a sec. Hey, thank you. Penetrator? Don't see why not. Ouch. No longer the straight guy in chat. Hell yeah. I am proud of you for figuring that out. That's awesome. Trophy of Distinction. I apparently haven't unlocked that before. Let's try this again, huh? And not run past everything this time. Can you deal with these guys like Dark Souls 1 dogs by just backing off until they attack and then... Okay, yeah. Oh my goodness. Stay back. I'm warning you. The spear ones are so much more dangerous than the sword ones. No. Exact same thing happens. Are you sure the animation cancel? I fought the one in 1-1 several times. Okay, they don't overlap, but I did accidentally aggro 2 of them. I fought the one in 1-1 like 12 or 13 times over the past couple days. Okay, I should be using my shield. Okay. Gives me a good chance to backstab. There we go. Okay, now it's easy. Does Astraea come in, or do I need to do something specific for him? Because, like, whether or not Astraea's going to come in will make this fight different. I don't know this guy's moveset at all. He does not do damage. I do damage, though. The kick input is very easy to accidentally do in this game. Oh. Wow, I didn't even roll that, really? Okay. Very easy fight. Like, I know I have a maxed out weapon, but this is also one of the last bosses you're supposed to fight, right? It's not Astraea that helps you? Oh. I must be completely misremembering then. Latria. This is the one I'm kind of worried about, because Latria is very maze-like, and I don't know it at all. The main thing that I like, the main reason, rather, that I like doing weapon runs in Dark Souls 1 is because I like seeing how viable random weapons you've never heard of before are. Penetrator is so dumb, he has like 3 attacks, but it's the coolest boss of the game. Or on hype moments, and that's it, yeah. To be fair, that's not untrue of most bosses in this game, because you have like Flamelurker, whose aura gets obliterated by his music, which is one of my favorite things about the game. Flamelurker is like the hardest boss in the game, but still incredibly like silly because of the music. And then there's like what Dragon God is also incredibly cool, but I feel like the fight kind of undermines that. Maneaters are somewhat intimidating, but you know, yeah. The FP bar in this game is very, I don't know. It's weird that they dropped it and then brought it back. I kind of wish they kept it dropped. I really like the spellcast system in Dark Souls 1 and 2. I don't know, the way they handle the FP bar here is that there are a lot of ways to like restore it, right? Which I think is really interesting. And has a lot more depth to it than in Dark Souls 3, where you just have a limited number of casts between bonfires. While in this game, you can trade a ring slot for the fragrance ring, you can get a bunch of old spices. I think there are items in Dark Souls 3 that restores your FP bar, but I don't know, item farming in Dark Souls 3 doesn't feel as good. Yeah, it does feel bad using spells on random enemies in Dark Souls 3. I would agree. I don't know how to get through here. Actually, that's another thing that I feel like is similar between... Oh my god, I forgot that was there. That is similar between Dark Souls 2 and Demon Souls, where using items to restore casts and whatever feels a lot better in Dark Souls 2 and Demon Souls than it does in the other games. Where am I going? Once I do this the first time, I feel like it'll be a lot easier in the future to like run through here. I'm losing my mind. Where's this key? Where have I not looked? I'm losing it. I could have swore that there was a staircase down around here, but I must be thinking of somewhere else. I just could have swore it was through a fog wall. Wizard stuff. I was confident going into this because I figured I knew where everything was, but this is apparently the one exception. Through a broken... Oh my goodness. Okay. So the issue is that I'm just blind. Good to know. There it is. So I want to do a video covering all the starting classes, which ones are the best, because this is like the only game where starting class actually matters, because you have to use it through all of 1-1, because you can't like upgrade until you're out of... You can't like upgrade at all basically until you're out of 1-1. So your starting class matters a lot more in this game. So I played through the Journey to the Nexus, killed the... Like, obviously I did that to set up for streams and stuff in the future, but I killed the Vanguard Demon and then went through 1-1 with every single starting class. And in terms of, like, worst to best, I would say the worst by far, in my opinion, is the Priest. And then the best is either the Wanderer, not Wanderer, sorry, the Hunter or the Royalty. But kind of just depends on your playstyle. Obviously, the Hunter is really good if you know how to make use of the sweet spots, and the Battle Axe is one of the best weapons in the game, regardless. I gotta go all the way around. Thank you. I also like my hat. I found it on the ground after I killed someone. Oh, that's death. Okay, I know what I'm doing. Temple Knight? I think, okay. The problem with starting classes in this game is 1-1 exists, and there are a lot of things that you can get in 1-1 that kind of nullify a lot of the starting classes. I went the wrong way. Like, for instance, in 1-1, you can pick up a Mailbreaker very quickly, which makes the Knight, while good, you do just have a better crit option than most classes at that point, aside from the Thief. And I believe, what's the other one with the Dagger? I don't know, because like the Mailbreaker and the Dagger are the two best crit weapons available. And the Knight gets one for free, but every other class can get it immediately. The Soldier having the Broadsword is just worse than the Knight having the Longsword, which is unfortunate for the Soldier, and the Spear just isn't super useful most of the time. The range is nice, but that's kind of it. And the Mailbreaker for the Journey of the Nexus just kind of trumps the Spear regardless. So, I don't know. I feel like there's a lot of, there are a lot of instances where different starting classes could just be better or worse. And like, obviously, a lot of the time you're choosing your starting class for the stats and not necessarily the gear. Especially because it's so easy to get pretty much whatever piece of gear you want at any point in the game, with some notable exceptions. But largely, I think the gear matters for 1-1 more than levels most of the time, outside of like health. So I would say that just for that, the Hunter is like just better than the Knight because you're getting way higher DPS. And obviously you die a little bit quicker, but it's so marginal that it's really not worth the couple extra levels in Vitality for so much lower DPS, especially if you're planning on like killing the Vanguard Demon who's going to kill you in 2 hits anyway. And then like, you know, Cling Ring kind of solves that anyway for 1-1. Like getting to the Cling Ring with low health isn't that awful either, in my opinion. I don't know the timing. Oh, that's not the timing. Okay, got it. Cool. The problem with the Knight class starting with the Mailbreaker is it's not even out of the way in 1-1. Like, you just get it. It's right there, you know? The Halberd is really good, but, like, the Battle Axe is just better, right? And, like, the Battle Axe in Dark Souls 1 doesn't have Sweet Spot and it also has Stagger, right? So they did nerf it pretty heavy in Dark Souls 1, and it's just, like, a completely different weapon at that point. The Ghost Blade is fun, though. Like, for as terrible as it is, it's a really fun weapon to use. I don't know. I feel like if I had done Hyper Mode, a lot of the later game bosses would have been easier. Like, Calamite and Artorias and Manus would all have been so much easier if I had used Hyper Mode, but it just would have made Gwyn and Nito so much more difficult that I didn't feel like bothering. I do want to do soul level 1 playthroughs with a few really uncommon soul level 1 weapons. Like the Jagged Ghostblade, you can use at soul level 1, right? Which I want to use it because I think that'd be funny. But also the Warpick, I've only heard of one person using it soul level 1, and that's how I learned you could even use it at soul level 1. And then the Morningstar, yeah, you can get that in Firelink, and it's also viable in soul level 1, and I've never used it, so I'm really interested to see how that performs in soul level 1. Can you even attack it right now? Oops. Okay. Very difficult boss fight. I don't even remember how you figure out which one's the real one, actually. I know there is a tell. Okay, it was that one. I don't know. Is there armor I want to use? Black leather? Okay, I've decided what armor I want to use. The thief set in this game, which I think is a black leather set, looks kind of crazy. No, okay, I don't think... Oh, no, it is. Never mind. Like... Why does the shadow give me a goatee? Why do I look like Shaggy? The thief set looks very... You know... Not like a thief set in this game. I'm going to keep on the official's hat, though, because it's funnier. How much damage do I do to you? I guess I'll never know. Oh. I'm pretty sure one of the towers is up here. It might be all the way up, actually. I could have swore. Maybe there's an elevator that I missed or something. Missed the giant, extremely obvious fog wall on my bed. This is the problem with streaming a game that I don't know very well. Hi. Goodbye. This tower gave you the biggest heart attack because of the guys up here? Or like, oh. I think that's a bit. Now I need to remember how to get down to lower upper Latria. Which I think is down. Oh, here's Yurt. I think it's this. Yeah, the remake does sound incredible, at least. The sound design in the remake is so good. Push him off the platform, Yurt. I think I'd rather just leave him trapped, let him rot for a while, you know? But I don't know where the Primeval Demon actually is. Also, why do their tails explode off? Oh, they don't always. Okay. Pardon me. Probably a bad idea to run past these guys, but I don't know what I'm doing, but that's what makes it fun. You hate how the remake sounds? That's baffling. The remake sounds so good. It's just like such a... It's not even that it sounds good, right? It's just that it's such an intense sound that increases the atmosphere of the game so well. Like, obviously, it's different from the original's sound design and vibe or whatever. But I don't think that's necessarily a bad thing in terms of, like, how good it sounds. I have a sneaking suspicion that running past these guys will end up being a choice I regret. I love how quickly you can spam the L1 in this game, especially compared to, like, Dark Souls 2 and 3. Pardon me? Pardon me? Thank you. Oh my goodness. I mean, it is like a magic fantasy world, right? I don't think it having fantasy sound design is particularly bad, but I do see what you mean. How you would prefer swords having sword sound instead of fantasy sounds. Your character grunts way too much. That's just, it's a Souls game. I don't know. The death sounds are really funny though. I think they're funnier in the original, but the remake death sounds are still pretty funny. Pardon me? Oh my god! Okay, well, I was gonna take off the fling ring, but never mind. I'm gonna become a linebacker. That was rude. Now you gotta die. I was gonna just run past and let you live, but you just had to try and kill me. Aren't their hitboxes like way bigger in the remake, making it way harder to run past them on the paths like that? They're like way more disgusting. I mean, most things do, to be fair. Just being more realistic will do that. Oh, ow! Rude. That hurt. Hopefully, Maneaters don't take too long. If any boss is going to take me a long time, it's going to be either Maneater or Flamelurker, and I beat Flamelurker first try, so... Oh, no, please! I'm begging you! Anything but that. I would so much rather die to a punch than falling. Okay, everything's fine. No! Stop! Oh my god. What the hell? Once again. I swear to God. I swear to God. I held down the button and it rolled in a direction that I was not pressing. One more? One more. Oh! No! Okay, I actually died to the boss this time. Okay, where was it? I'm gonna go somewhere else. We're just gonna go to Shrine of Storms for a little bit, huh? I usually go through here with bare fist, because you do way more damage with a bare fist than, like, an unupgraded Falchion or whatever. So I feel like I'm doing insane amounts of damage here. Bleeding! I didn't know bleeding was a status effect in this game. I don't think I've ever gotten that. Obviously gonna do the skip, because I don't have anything that I want to get from here specifically. I didn't know it could do that attack that quickly. Here we go. First try. Okay. Hardest boss in the game. Here we go. The boss that attacks you where you used to be 5 minutes ago. Very difficult boss. You can get a ton of souls from this level. I think it was 5k a minute or something. Or not, I don't know. 15k a minute. Somebody said something about 15k from that guy. Stop it. Jesus. Yeah, 4-2 is rough. 4-2 is probably one of the hardest levels in the game. Ow, especially when these freaks attack me like that. Okay. Ow. Ah. Yeah, I would love to backstab. Unfortunately, doesn't seem like that's going to be a possibility. Uh-oh. I forgot about the laser. That's fine. At least the old hero isn't a particularly difficult boss. They definitely put on the thief string, though. Okay, I think this is the old hero fog, but if not, even if not, I don't think the regenerator thing will be incredibly useful for the rest of this. Wow. I don't know this guy's moveset at all. Never really bothered to learn it because he can't really hit you with the thief string. Oh, he hit me. I lied. Everything's fine. I wanted to stream the Demon Souls pickaxe run because I'm not going to be able to stream the Dark Souls 2 and 3 pickaxe runs. Dark Souls 2 because it's insanely long, and Dark Souls 3 because I just don't know it well enough to be able to do a stream on that game in a reasonable amount of time. Granted. Holy shit, he has an explosion. I know Dark Souls 3 better than Demon Souls, but Demon Souls is also just a much shorter game. So, there we go. The snails in Elden Ring have the freakiest grab attack. I don't know about that. In all of Souls, have you seen the Pasakas? They literally penetrate you. Oh yeah, the actual kiss grab attack. I kind of forgot about that one. The Yuri attack. Also Mytha. Mytha has a pretty freaky grab attack as well. Even freakier. And we got robbed of them. Rare Miyazaki L. Yeah, I don't think 27 is the actual soft cap, but I like 27. It feels good. Unfortunately, Storm Ruler is going to be my best bet here. As much as I would love to fight the Storm King with a pickaxe, I don't think that's really an option. Yorm 1.0. The Storm Ruler feels so much cooler in this game than it does in Dark Souls 3. Yorm did not deserve the Storm Ruler. And like, as boring as this fight is, the presentation of the Yorm fight was more boring than this, in my opinion. Oh, Storm King has spawned already. Oh, in that case, I need to behind the rock. And maybe be a little bit careful. Where is it? Oh, there it is. I was gonna say, I feel like it should be pretty hard to miss. Oh my god, I think I'm in the wrong spot. Everything's fine. No, focus on the giant one, not the little dude. Little dude can be collateral damage. It's funny that you headcanon the Pyro Lady's hurting you as bad breath, because I've kind of always had the opposite headcanon, where it hurts because you're just like so horrified of pretty women. Because that's what happens to me in real life, so I guess that's why I have that bias. What do the snails in Elden Ring do? I don't know that I've ever even been grabbed by a snail in Elden Ring. Hopefully last cycle. Please. Okay, cool. Killed. No. I take damage when kissing pretty girls because I'm just that terrified. You get it, right? The snails go in your mouth. I did not know that. After this stream, are there any other like Demon Souls weapons that you'd want to see streams of? I want to do a video on Hiltless and Marion Blade, but other than that, I'm open to streaming pretty much any weapon. I think there's a way you can like quickly get through here if you drop down at the right points, but I definitely don't know what that route is, and that will 100% kill me. I also know that running through the Valley of Defilement is probably the most dangerous Souls level to run through. Yay, Krista! I hope you enjoyed the game. It is very, very fun. I think it is one of the better first experiences. I don't know that I'd say one of the better first experiences. It is one of the more unique first experiences in terms of the Souls games, just because the bosses are a lot more puzzly, right? I think your first experience with Demon Souls is going to be a lot more unique. The Blue Blood Sword? Oh, I forgot about that one. That's the one that you transfuse with a broken greatsword, right? That's definitely one I've been wanting to use. Tower Shield. I would prefer weapons that aren't like challenge weapons. Ow, ow. Stop it. Jesus. Yeah, there's the big guy on this bridge. It's not this bridge. Ow. Stop it. I'm just not being careful because I don't feel like I need to be, but I definitely should be being careful. Doing the Valley of Defilement first. I don't think it's going to be that bad, but it's definitely not going to be the most fun experience you can have with this game. Granted, neither is doing Shrine of Storms first, but I've done that plenty of times. Am I going the right way? No, this is where I came from. It's through the tick room, isn't it? Yuck. Pardon me. Wow, that's a shocking amount of damage. If I could see... Oh my goodness. Just look like big tomatoes. Yeah, when you know they're ticks, it's a lot worse, I think. But it is kind of hard to tell from just a glance. Pardon me? I think they explode into like toxic clouds though, or plague clouds. You know? Better to avoid that if at all possible. For the not tree trunk. Hey, speaking of the tree trunk, might have to do a stream with that in this game at some point. Oh really? That's it? That's the whole level? I remember it being longer. Why do people complain about that? Worst level in Demon's Souls. Whatever you say. I guess people complain more about 4-2 or 5-2, I mean. I guess I am also a little over leveled, but that's very short. Like, even if you don't know what you're doing, that's not that bad. Wriggling Demon's Soul. The goblin guys in the running attack, yeah. It is annoying. But I don't know. The level is so short that I feel like it doesn't really matter. I think it's the one big guy at the end of that one bridge that is annoying, that I've heard is the culprit for this level, for that level being annoying. Like, if you're being careful, from what I remember playing it not insanely over leveled, it's not that bad. I think someone said in some video I was watching that the little guys look like turkeys. I think it was a tomato anus video. Oop, I forgot you can't really roll. Howie. Am I not plagued? Really? Oh, there it is. Uh-oh. Forgot about the big guy. Fighting the big guy while in the poison is not ideal. Ow! I'm in the poison? Let me out! I know healing is also dramatically lessened when you're poisoned. Okay. Go ahead and make my way forward. Back over here, I think? I guess I can just follow this. Maybe not. I have no idea where I'm at. Is it here? Might be here. I think it's here. I'm suddenly very unsure of if it is here or not. I'm pretty sure it's not, actually. Okay, slightly lost. Yeah, moaning when my character gets hit, or, well, grunting when my character gets hit. It's just, I don't know. I did that for comedic effect at one point, and it's just kind of stuck ever since. How do I get back to where I was? I genuinely have no clue. Is the Moonlight Greatsword over here? Did I go just the exact opposite way of where I needed to? Owie. Pardon me. Is this where I'm supposed to be? This feels right. Oh my god. Was that the Nito scream? What? I've never noticed that before. I'm pretty sure that was the same sound effect they used for Nito's scream when he does the ground stab attack. Alright. You know, as much as the mantling was very unnecessary, I think it's really cool and adds a lot to environmental design. Like, just having the boards be more jagged here, but you can still climb up it and still serve as a path is really cool and something they just couldn't have done in Dark Souls without the mantling mechanic, right? Pardon me. Crazy how I made it through Valley of Defilement easier than 3-2. Not here, not in here, not in here, not in here. Let me out, please. Stop it. God, the multi-hit attacks are so much more annoying just because they take so much longer. I don't remember... I know this guy has a gimmick. I don't remember what it is. What? Can he not attack when him? Okay. No, he can. He definitely can. It's just when the armor is breaking. Oh, no. Okay. It's just when he's not attacking. Oh my god, he has a bug cannon. I forgot about that. The pain. I don't think I'm poisoned. Nope. Oh, right. I think this guy's bug status. So, lowers my healing. There we go. Let's see if I can parry her protector. We got some Castlevania music going on. We'd like to see. Come here. Oh, ouch. What ride do you have? I didn't know I was two-handing. That's why I couldn't parry. I also just suck at parrying. That would also inhibit my ability to parry, evidently. One more. Oh, she has an attack. I forgot. What the?
Dear God, have mercy.
Here, baby.
Is not your abandonment.
Come on, one more. There we go. These are our souls real quick. 48,000? Jesus. I mean, I guess it's an archdemon, but still. That's so many souls. Get a little bit more dexterity, I guess, for damage. You like damage. Now let me see if I can first try Maneaters this time, huh? Fourth try. Fifth try Maneaters? I don't even know. I died to Maneaters too many times to count. And too many times to not be embarrassed admitting. Every boss that I find easy when I'm playing normally ends up being stupidly difficult when I like record or stream a playthrough. It's okay. I'm good at controlling my character and definitely have not gone flying. I forgot that that's not a stagger and is instead a wind up for a charge. I definitely haven't gone flying off the edge because I suck at controlling this character several times. I need to be more careful. I haven't died since Maneater, of course. Why is it so easy to lose them? I can't just stay locked on because I'm 100% going to go flying off the edge if I do that. Okay, one more. Nice. Okay. Should be easy now, right? I would have cried if I had fallen off the edge that time. Genuinely. Died to Vanguard. Unfortunate. To be fair, Vanguard is difficult if you don't know the, like, strategy. Oh my god, I almost went flying off the edge. Maybe this bridge is safer. I mean, that didn't send me flying toward the edge, so maybe. Come back, what are you... Okay. Edging the edge. Yeah, currently mining the Maneaters. Ugh. For the 5th time. Okay, just be careful. Don't get greedy. Be careful. Okay, that was very much greedy. There it is. Finally, Jesus Christ. Okay. God, their boss weapon is like the Needle of Eternal Agony, right? I would love to use that if it did more than 20 damage a hit. Worst weapon. I know it's definitely worse than the Ghost Blade because it doesn't scale, right? We'll do it with Moraine Blade, Clever Rat's Ring. I don't even think you can use Cursed Weapon on it though. Oh, I rolled way too late. Oh. No. No. Proto Pasaka Crab. I hate how they clean their mandible off. That's so gross. Not mandible. Proboscis. Just gonna go ahead and run a little bit. Okay, this is the perfect opportunity to use the full half moon grass instead of the full moon. There we go. Just wanted another smooch. That's true. That was a lie. I didn't actually not want to get smooched. I needed the good luck. NPC Old Monk. That's such a weird build. Claws. Dual wielding claws. Can you parry with claws in this game? Oh my god. That was so much faster than I was expecting it to be. My first experience with Old Monk in the remake was somebody with terrible internet and flame spray. Genuinely awful. What do we got? What's our final stats? Soul level 72 for the +5 quality pickaxe. What's the scaling on it, actually, now that I've... 132, god damn. That almost doubles the base AR. That's kind of crazy, actually. On top of Master's Ring, too. I mean, that's probably enough, right? Yeah, but Plague Patches is so far away. It's just old King Allant. And the Astraea fight, right? Shouldn't be too bad. I do definitely want to use the Rune Sword. I think that'd be really fun playthrough to do. What is this thing? Oh, it's a dragon. Or... yeah, dragon. This isn't Dark Souls. There are still dragons. They still exist. I want to try to parry this guy. A doggy. Where are you going? There we go. I guess kiting it wasn't really necessary. Whoa! What the? I didn't know I could do that. Ow. Armor broke. I forgot that was a thing. Once I kill these two, I'm definitely gonna go back and repair. Ow. Ow. Can you... stop. Can you backstab chain NPCs in this game, or is it only normal enemies. What the? Hitboxes, technically. Do something. Not that. Oh my goodness. Constantly backing away is annoying. There we go. Didn't they add a shortcut in this level in the remake, or is it in the original as well? I have no idea. I don't think the two archers are going to be that big of a deal when I'm above them. I have the high ground. Oh god. That hurts. Maybe this much grass wasn't enough. Maybe my hubris was too much. Whoa, thief guy. There we go. Easy. Oh yeah, the dragon. Do I have thief ring on? Pretty sure I do. Then I can sprint through. Cool. Watching the speedrun that I watched last night did not go amiss. No idea how to get through here consistently, but I'm sure I'll figure it out. Okay, not like that. Ow. Ow. Get up. Aw. Damn it. Sounds live on stream? What do you mean? It was just the Dark Souls pain sound. Oh. Go better! That's so rude. Why would you do that? There's gotta be a consistent way through here, right? Like, it can't just be a crapshoot. The remake makes it really easy to tell, like, where the fire is. Crapshoot is a weird word. I would agree. Okay, can I just, like, go after the second one? No. No, I cannot. I cannot just go. Down, down, please. What do I even do here? I've done this before, but... Google time. The trick is to sprint past him as his flames travel down the bridge. Is if you're following the blast itself. If it doesn't work, I'm gonna go get poison kunai. Okay, now go. Oh, okay. Never mind, that's really easy. I just didn't know the timing. Hey, Astraea. Nice to see you. Oh my goodness. So good at parrying. Wow. A somewhat competent Demon Souls NPC. Just asked nicely. Yeah, I should have tried that. Hey, Astraea, would you mind letting me parry you, please? Maybe it'll work for this one. There we go. Hey, it worked! Thank you for the advice. Is it worth using a Stone of Ephemeral Eyes? Yeah, probably. If I die, it'll be a little bit harder, but, I mean, I did beat Allant first try in my first playthrough, so this is definitely going to take me about 6 tries. World's longest elevator. My god. Insert elevator music? Yeah. Holy Jesus, dude. Okay, damage is not bad at all. Ah, I didn't know about the wind. I forgot about the wind. Very cool, very cinematic fight. I really like this arena. Ah, Jesus, the wind. Okay, everything's fine. You know, oddly. Oh my goodness. He does have a very similar moveset, or like fighting style to Allant of all bosses. So maybe I'm just primed to think that because of the name. Ugh. Both bosses with very overstated difficulty as well. Hardest boss of their game, but also weirdly easy. Gale wind reference? But Gale doesn't do wind. Which is weird, because his name is Windy. Ow. I don't know. As long as I don't get hit by the D level grab, I'm not stressing too much. And even then, like, this is the final boss, so... GG's. Yippee, first try. He was weak. What do you mean, how? I have a pickaxe. I don't know, I was gonna do an I am Steve thing, but I don't know. trans person playing Minecraft. Yeah. Very typical. Very, you have to... I don't know how I forgot that completely. Knowing me, 100% absolutely gonna die to True King Allant. Very difficult boss. Blin blin plin. Demonic King Allant. True King Allant. Her step on you. That would be so much better. God, especially in the remake. Oof. Okay, what is the ending where I don't hurt her? It's this way, right? Alright, Demon Souls took almost the same amount of time as Dark Souls, and it would have taken a lot less time if I hadn't died to the Maneaters 20 times, but hey. Very fun weapon. Very, very fast. I assume most hammers, or I think all hammers have the same moveset, right? Moveset is entirely based on weapon class in this game, but either way, it was really fun to use. Very fun. Highly recommend. We recommend trying it if you like Demon Souls. If you don't like Demon Souls, you're doing something wrong. It was fun to do a stream on a game that wasn't Dark Souls 1, but was still very similar. And we'll definitely be doing more Demon Souls streams in the future. Definitely going to do Battle Axe at some point. I do want to do a Crisp Blade run at some point, because I know that that's absurdly powerful. I'm sure I'll do a highest possible DPS run at some point with the Killage. Thank you all so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed. I love you all, and I would especially like to thank Gwendolyn, Individual Squid, Justin Franks, Deuterium Oxide, Jesus T-Posed for Our Sins, Eth, Lilith the Hammer Witch, Aora, Lamb Estisol, Validate, Nick Possum, Krista, Howling Nocturne, Ryusune21, Rakuna, Anthony, Menarok, and Ryan Rickard. Thank you all so much for supporting the channel. I don't know how to end this.